Good afternoon to everybody. Takshashila School of Civil Services, Guwahati has started a new MCQ based YouTube series. इसके अंदर हम recent current news के ऊपर based important MCQs डिस्कस करते हैं. So आज की डिस्कशन में मैं आपके लिए लेके आया हूँ some questions. The first question is, consider the following statements regarding Mekedatu Reservoir Project. Mekedatu Reservoir Project. The first statement is, the project is proposed to meet drinking water needs of Bengaluru. Second statement is, Tamil Nadu has objection over the Mekedatu Reservoir Project. Which of the above statements are correct? There are four options. One is one only, second option is two only, third option is both one and two, and the fourth option is neither one nor two. So, first of all, Mekedatu Reservoir Project is a dam which is proposed to be constructed on river Kaveri near the border of Tamil Nadu. Though it is approximately 100 kilometers away from Bengaluru, but yes, this project will be a multi-purpose project which will fulfill the drinking water needs of the city of Bengaluru, and it will generate the electricity also. So, the first statement in this sense is correct. Tamil Nadu has objection over the Mekedatu Reservoir project, since you know that Kaveri is such a river on which there is a dispute between the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka particularly, though the other riparian states are also involved in the Kaveri water dispute, that is the Puducherry is also there, and Kerala, some part of the Kerala that is also involved there. So, Tamil Nadu obviously has the objection over the construction of this dam by the government of Karnataka. So, that means the correct answer to this question, that is C, means both the statements are correct. Both the statements are correct. So, let us have a look at the explanation. First is, the answer is C. That means both the statements, means statement 1 as well as statement 2, both are correct. So, answer is C. So, Mekedatu Reservoir project is a multi-purpose project, as I have just told you. Despite generating about 400 megawatt of power, it is expected to meet the drinking water needs of Bengaluru. As we have already discussed that it is a multi-purpose project, it will fulfill the drinking water needs of Bengaluru as well as it will generate the electricity also. It is located near Tamil Nadu Karnataka border, just 4 kilometers from Tamil Nadu and 100 kilometers away from Bengaluru. This is what we have already discussed, and the reservoir will have a capacity of 2,84,000 million cubic feet. It is proposed to be built at the confluence of Kaveri with its tributary, that is the Arkavati river. It means this is important for your UPSC examination, that Mekedatu Reservoir project, which is there to fulfill the drinking water needs of Bengaluru apart from generating the hydroelectricity, and it is very near to the border of Tamil Nadu, and it is approximately 100 kilometers away from Bengaluru. But the important point is that what is the exact location of this proposed project? This project will be constructed or built, this dam will be built at that point where the river Kaveri and the tributary of Kaveri, that is the Arkavati river, joins each other. That's there. So, Tamil Nadu has objection over the project because according to the Kaveri Tribunal Award and the order of the Honorable Supreme Court, the lower riparian state has to give its no objection for any project that comes on कावेरी, बिकॉज जो कावेरी वाटर डिस्प्यूट सेटलमेंट ट्रिब्यूनल जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से बनाया गया था, उस ट्रिब्यूनल के अवार्ड के अकॉर्डिंग एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग जो भी कावेरी के ऊपर कोई फ्यूचर में प्रोजेक्ट प्लान किया जाएगा, सो उस प्रोजेक्ट के लिए लोअर रिपेरियन स्टेट है जो, उसका नो ऑब्जेक्शन मिलना ज़रूरी है. सो एज वी नो दैट Kaveri starts from Karnataka and obviously Tamil Nadu is the lower riparian state. That is why if Karnataka is planning to construct a dam over the river Kaveri, then according to this Kaveri Tribunal Award and the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, the no objection from the Tamil Nadu is required. So this is the point here. And now let us have a look at this. This is the border between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and here it is the project site, that is Mekedatu project is being constructed here, and this is the, you can say, Arkavati river which is coming, this is the Arkavati river, and you can say this is the river Kaveri which is coming, and the point where the two rivers join, at that point the Mekedatu reservoir is being constructed. And now the next is that what are some dams which have been built over there on the river Kaveri, we can say. Okay. So Krishna Raja Sagar Dam, that is built in the Karnataka state on river Kaveri. Mettur Dam on river Kaveri, built in the state of Karnataka, and then this Stanley Reservoir on river Kaveri, it is built in the state of Tamil Nadu, and now the Mekedatu Reservoir is another project which is being constructed, which is proposed to be constructed on river Kaveri. So this is all about this question. So now the next question which is there, consider the following statements. ये जो क्वेश्चन है आपका, ये क्वेश्चन मेडिकल साइंस से रिलेटेड है, and such type of question are very commonly asked in the UPSC examination. And the question is sickle cell disease is a genetic disorder. One of the statements is so this question is about the sickle cell disease. आपने sickle cell जो anemia एक disease है जिसके बारे में सुना होगा. So this question is related about that. So question is, sickle cell disease is a genetic disorder. This is the one statement. Second statement is, it is very common among the tribal communities of India. Third is, India is the worst affected country from sickle cell disease. The fourth statement is, the Union Government of India in Budget 2023-24 announced the National Sickle Cell Anemia Eradication Mission with aim to eliminate the disease from the country by 2047. So these are the four statements which have been given. We have to see that which of the four statements are correct, right? So this is the point, or how many of the above statements are correct. This is the question which is there. So first of all, sickle cell disease is a genetic disorder. Yes, this statement is very much correct. This disease is a genetic disorder, and the second statement is, it is very common among the tribal communities of India. Yes, this is common among the tribal communities of the country. So this statement is again true. So statement 1 is correct, and then there is a statement 2 is also correct. The next statement is, India is the worst affected country from sickle cell disease. No, India is not the worst affected country. India is the second worst affected country in the world from the sickle cell disease. This is the point. The worst affected country is African country, that is Nigeria. The Union Government of India in Budget 2023-24 announced the National Sickle Cell Anemia Eradication Mission with aim to eliminate the disease from the country by 2047. This statement is again correct. In the Union Budget of 2023-24, the Government of India announced a mission for the eradication of the sickle cell anemia disease from the country, and recently this mission has been launched by the Government of India. And according to this mission, the government aims at the elimination of the sickle cell anemia from the country by the year 2047. So, this statement is again correct. So, how many of the above statements are correct? One is correct, second is correct, statement third is incorrect, statement fourth is again correct. So, that means 3 statements are correct. So, the correct answer will be C. The correct answer here is C. So, sickle cell disease is a genetic disorder which exists commonly among the tribal community of India. सिकल सेल डिज़ीज़ का रिस्क वहाँ बढ़ जाता है जहाँ जो मैरिड कपल है, मेल एंड फीमेल, जहाँ दोनों सिकल सेल डिज़ीज़ से अफेक्टेड हैं और विच आर हैविंग द रेड ब्लड सेल्स विच आर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द सिकल, सो वहाँ इसका जो रिस्क है वो इंक्रीज़ हो जाता है. सो दिस इज़ ट्रू दैट दिस इज़ अ जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर and it exists commonly among the tribal community. This point is important, needs to be focused this point because this is very important point which can be asked in the examination. So, this is important point. In that disease, an individual's red blood cells becomes distorted and takes the shape of sickles or crescent moon. So, red blood cells of an individual which are usually like this, so those cells take this type of shape. So, this is there. Blood flow in the vessels of individuals become affected by the disease, slows down or blocked. So, जिस individual को सिकल सेल डिजीज़ होती है उसके जो रेड ब्लड सेल्स है वो एक सिकल की फॉर्म में या एक क्रेसेंट मून की फॉर्म में चेंज हो जाते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली उनकी जो वेसल्स के अंदर जो ब्लड का फ्लो है वो स्लो डाउन हो जाता है. जब ब्लड का फ्लो रुकता है, इन इंडिया द इंसिडेंस ऑफ सिकल सेल डिजीज इज हायर इन द स्टेट्स ऑफ यूपी, एमपी, राजस्थान, महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, छत्तीसगढ़, ओडिशा, झारखंड, वेस्ट बंगाल. So, this is important and it is very easy to remember that the highest burden of the sickle cell disease in India, that is in the state. If you keep the map in your mind, you start from UP, then Madhya Pradesh, MP, then there is Rajasthan, then there is Gujarat, then there is Maharashtra, then there is Chhattisgarh, then there is Odisha, then there is Jharkhand, then there is this West Bengal, and Kerala is another state which is there. So, these are the all states where the burden of the sickle cell disease is the highest. So, these all states, that is UP, MP, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand and West Bengal. So, this is known as the sickle cell belt in India. So, you must bear this in mind that if the question is asked that which of the following states of India fall in the sickle cell belt. Sickle cell belt means talking about that region of India which is the most affected by the sickle cell disease. So, these are the various states. India is the second worst affected country in terms of predicted births with sickle cell anemia after Nigeria. So, predicted births means we can predict that whether a child which is going to take the birth will be affected by the sickle cell or not. So, this is what they mean to say. In India, about 18 million people have sickle traits and 1.4 million patients have sickle cell disease. So, sickle cells होना एक डिफरेंट बात है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे इंडिविजुअल्स ऐसे हैं जिनके जो रेड ब्लड सेल्स है उनकी डिस्टॉर्शन तो हो चुकी है, but they are not affected by the sickle cell disease. It means they don't have any problem, physical problem, though there is the distortion of the red blood cells of those individuals. So, the point is, so that means there 18 million people in the country are those whose blood cells are distorted. They have converted into the this crescent moon shape or the shape of the sickle, but 1.4 million people in the country are actually affected by this disease. 1 in 86 births among the scheduled tribes in India have sickle cell disease. So 86 births अगर होते हैं तो उनमें से एक बच्चा वैसा पैदा हो रहा है on average who is affected by the sickle cell disease. So from this we can say that in India the burden of the sickle cell disease is the highest among the ST community. So strategy to avoid the sickle cell disease includes prevention and cure. As far as the prevention is concerned, that means कि before marriage जो मेल एंड फीमेल है उनके टेस्ट हो सकते हैं, ये देखा जा सकता है whether they are affected by the sickle cell problem or not. If they are affected by the sickle cell problem, if both the parents are affected by the sickle cell problem, then the child who is taking birth from those parents will most likely be affected by the sickle cell problem. So therefore, this is what we mean by the prevention. And the next is that is the prevention means the pre-marriage screening, and next is cure. Cure means treatment once the disease occurs. So once an individual is affected by the disease. So this is what is there, and the next is there, that is steps taken by the government of India. Before that, let us have a look at this. This is the normal you can say blood cell of an individual, normal blood cell, and this is the sickle red blood cell. So normal blood cell की ये shape होती है. When an individual gets affected by the sickle cell disease, then the blood cell of that individual is changed into this shape, and if the blood cells are healthy, blood cells are normal, then you can say there will be unrestricted blood flow in the vessels of the individual. But once the you can say blood cells get distorted and they become in the form of the sickle or the crescent moon, so then what happens that those cells you can say blocks the flow of the blood in the vessels. So this is the case of a person who is affected by the sickle cell disease. So sickle cells blocking the blood flow block हो जाता है, pain होती है, सुस्ती रहती है. So such type of problems do occur. Steps taken by the government of India. First step, Ministry of Tribal Affairs of the government of India has launched a sickle cell disease support corner. It means because the highest burden is among the ST community of the country, so that is why the Ministry of Tribal Affairs has taken this step, and they have launched a sickle cell disease support corner. And the next is National Council on Sickle Cell Disease has been constituted for timely and effective action. So Government of India has set up a National Council on Sickle Cell Disease also, which is responsible for the timely action and the effective action. National Sickle Cell Anemia Eradication Mission with aim to eradicate the disease, okay, so has been launched on a mission mode by to eliminate the disease from the country by 2047. This is what we have just discussed. And what will be done under the National Sickle Cell Anemia Eradication Mission? ये जो नेशनल सिकल सेल अनीमिया एरेडिकेशन मिशन है, इस मिशन के अंडर गवर्नमेंट यू कैन से इस सिकल सेल डिसीज़ को एलिमिनेट करने के लिए क्या क्या करेगी. वन इज़ एक्सटेंसिव स्क्रीनिंग. स्क्रीनिंग मीन्स वी मस्ट नो दैट the individuals who are affected by the this sickle cell problem, because if we don't know that who is affected by the sickle cell problem, then it is not possible either to cure or to take the preventive measures. So next is establishing a monitoring mechanism, and third is extending Ayushman Bharat scheme. Ayushman Bharat scheme is also one of the very, you can say, important flagship scheme of the government of India in the health sector. So, this is all about today's questions due to the paucity of time, because the next lecture is going to start in the classroom. So, I was able to discuss only 2 questions today. So, in the next lecture I will try to discuss more questions. Thank you very much.